Hi everyone, it's Nicole, and I just wanted to sit down and do a quick little video for you guys. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so I was just thinking about how I'm gonna handle the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's what we celebrate in this house, and how I'm gonna handle it, and how I'm gonna prepare Diesel, and how we're going to adapt and adjust to the holidays as far as what we normally do, what our normal traditions are, if we're going to change anything. So I just wanted to sit down and give you some of my tips on, you know, how to handle the holidays. And, you know, maybe give you some suggestions of things to do that might make it a little bit more enjoyable, I guess. And definitely leave a comment below if you have any other tips to give everyone else. Let us know those tips if something's helped you in the past, or helped your kid in the past, your kiddo in the past with autism. So my first tip, of course I wrote down a little list here, so I'm gonna look down at it once in a while. But my first tip is say no. And this I feel like is a tip given to just moms, parents in general. Be prepared to turn down some invites. So if you happen to be invited to numerous parties, you know, be prepared to say no to them. Or if it's possible, be prepared to maybe go to them on your own, or maybe without your child with autism, or if you can split up and conquer kind of a thing with your spouse, if that happens to be your situation. You could do that, of course, but we pretty much just do our Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, we'll just be home with our immediate family here, and then Saturday we go to my sister's house for a smaller family gathering. So it's just my sister's family, my brother's family, and my dad's wife is going to be there. And then Christmas we actually host here. I host it, and it's that same group from Thanksgiving. We'll be here on Christmas, and maybe a couple other people will stop by. So I guess kind of set realistic expectations of what you're going to do through the holidays and what you plan on doing. I plan on doing some little fun activities, but I don't want to push it to the point where it's just stressful for everyone and no one's enjoying it. And so that even goes down to, like, I plan on doing gingerbread houses. Well, if the kids don't do it how I want it to be done, or it doesn't go as smoothly, or whatever, you know, just go with the flow, I guess is another tip. Go with the flow. If it's keeping everyone else happy, if it's keeping your kiddo with autism happy, you know, kind of go with the flow. We plan on doing like zoo lights, and if we're only there for 15 minutes, then that's fine. If we don't have to stay there for 2 hours or whatever, you know. So just set realistic expectations, and be ready to pull the plug on something that's not working out. Another tip is food. A lot of our kiddos, Diesel included, has a limited diet. He has specific foods that he will eat, and I just feel like a holiday gathering, a larger gathering, is not the place to push new foods. Now if Diesel wants to try new foods there because he sees everyone else eating it, then that would be a bonus and that would be amazing. But how I prepare for this, and I'm used to doing this because my oldest daughter has multiple food allergies, so I have no shame in taking food to another person's house for a party. So whether it's a birthday party, a holiday party, I will pack a lunch bag full of snacks and food that Diesel will eat, and I'll just take that with me. I try to not pack something that has to be heated up, so I don't want to have to take the time or ask the host if I can use their microwave. So if it's just like things that don't have to be warmed up, that's ideal. If you have some foods like that you can pack for your kiddo, and that's what I'm gonna do when we go over to my sister's house. I'm just gonna pack a lunch bag full of food that Diesel will love, and then if he happens to eat stuff that is provided at the party, then that's a bonus. Okay, so another thing, if you're going to someone else's house, is maybe check with them ahead of time if there is a room or a quiet space. that you can go to with your child if they start to become overwhelmed. Diesel loves people. He loves running around with his cousins. He's in general a sensory seeker, but even that, he will get overwhelmed with the noise. So anytime you have a large group of people, and our group of people really is gonna be like 14 people, it's not that many, but it will get so loud in the house with everyone talking, the kids running around and playing, and sometimes he'll just get overwhelmed. So he needs a space that I can take him to, that we can just kind of calm down, center ourselves again. I will also take his iPad along as well, which will help him kind of center himself and calm down and do an activity that he's used to doing. That's just part of his normal routine. So that is another suggestion. If you can reach out to the host and just say, hey, is there a place that I can take my child to calm down, that would be ideal. If not, and even with us, even being at my sister's house, who I'm fully comfortable with her and voicing any concerns I have, if it becomes to the point where JB or myself have to leave with Diesel, we will do that. I have no qualms about scooping Diesel up, taking him out to the car. You can, we will drive around, since he never minds the car. We could just drive around with him for a break, and it's just some calm, quiet time where he can just listen to music in the car and relax in the car. That works well, and we could come back 30 minutes later to the party. Or it could be, we're lucky where we're nearby, where one of us could actually just go home with him. And I don't have a problem with pulling the plug on something. If it's not working out, it's not working out. Sometimes you just have to like just go. So that's another suggestion. Quiet space, or be prepared to leave. And prepare your host that may happen. Another thing I have is just prepare. So along with the, hey, we might leave early type thing, or hey, we're gonna bring some extra food for our child because he has a very limited diet, just prepare them for what to expect. I'm hosting Christmas, but Diesel will, I already know, will have a hard time watching everyone open presents and waiting his turn. And I will let everyone know that ahead of time, to know that is something that we're working on. It can be a struggle for him. So then everyone's more welcoming, and it's more, welcoming, and they are expecting it. And I'll even let the kids know. So if Diesel wants to help open their presents along with them, that's fine. And you can turn it into like a fun thing, or like an expected thing. And it kind of lowers the stress level of trying to keep your child from doing something that you feel like everyone's gonna think is unacceptable. So if you have a kid that has a certain behavior, let people know ahead of time that, this is something we're working on. We haven't conquered it yet. So I guess that's one thing, is be prepared that way. And then also maybe try to prepare your child. So with Christmas, Diesel will be probably watching a lot of YouTube videos about Christmas. I'll try to look up on YouTube like actual real people opening presents, and see if he'll get into that, watching that. We'll read some books about it. If you do kind of like a story type thing, that would be a good idea. We've never really used that, but that would be something you could actually physically practice waiting or doing something. Or if your child's in therapy, they might be able to do that at their school and just practice those things. So preparation is key. Holidays can be a struggle for some of our kiddos. It completely throws them out of their normal routine. So these are just a few things that I plan on doing for Diesel and for our family. As far as also decorating for Christmas, I keep everything really Diesel friendly. So I'm not stressing out about stuff, like if he's gonna be touching something or all that. I don't even bother putting out things I'm gonna be worried about at this point. Maybe down, in the future, I'll be able to do some of that stuff, or maybe put things up higher that he cannot get to. So yeah, those are my tips for you guys. Like I said, leave a comment below if you have any other suggestions for everyone, and I will see you guys next time. I hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving. Bye.